Left school when I was 13, and then I worked in the building trade for a long time, and then eventually went back and went to TAFE actually and did an equivalency to year 8, and then did an equivalency to year 10, and did very well, and they said to go to Marden Senior College. So I went there and did year 11 and year 12, and then went to Adelaide Uni for a year, and then Uni SA did podiatry.
So what made you decide to do podiatry?
Probably a lot of reasons. I think certainly a big need in the community, especially with diabetes and things like that. But I think personally the opportunity to do surgery, I was very interested in the possibility of doing surgery, and that's the only way I think that you can become a surgeon without doing medicine first. So I was very interested in that, and still am actually. That's one of the good things about podiatry. There is a lot of branches that you can go. You know, you can work with children or sports. I think you can even do forensic work as well. I know the coordinator at Uni SA actually does some work with the FBI, and that would be really, really cool, you know. But surgery, obviously, for me was a big thing. I mean, we do minor surgery, like toenail surgery and that sort of thing, which is not for everybody, but it's stimulating for me. I really enjoy it and do a lot in the community. Once again, there's a lot of ingrown toenails and a lot of infected ingrown toenails, especially men seem to have a lot. So there's a lot of work there. But there's some of the main thing. I think also podiatry is there's good possibilities in that you can work for public, you know, health, and you can work privately. If you want to make money, that's where you go, work in private practice. But me, I'd rather work, well, have been and am still working in Aboriginal health.
Tell me a bit about university life. What was that like for you?
Very interesting experience. I remember when I first went to the University of Adelaide, I thought, what the hell am I doing here? I didn't really feel like I sort of was belong. I sort of, you know, grew up in the northern suburbs of Adelaide and the sort of poor areas, and didn't really think that, you know, I sort of didn't feel like I belonged. It was you know, sort of a cultural difference, but also a lot of the people there were probably from wealthier families than I come from, and so it was very different, but it was a great experience. You know, I think you know, made a lot of good friends and for life, I think, and that was so it was really enjoyable, but it was a bit scary at first. I think you just need to get past those first few months, I suppose. I think for Aboriginal people, I think the opportunity to be able to help the community, you know, I think the community needs podiatry services a lot more than what there is now currently, and so I think if people were wanting to help the community, that's certainly a way of doing that.
This might sound like a funny question. You were talking about language before, and we're using the word podiatry. Podiatry means, or podiatry is all about?
Well, it's all about feet, really. I mean, you know, I know some people probably, you know, sort of, well, it's maybe not glamorous, you know, working with feet, but personally, I just look at it as when a person comes in, it's more of a challenge, you know. I look at the problem that they have, and there's another good selling point, I think, is that people are often glad to come and see you as a podiatrist, you know. You know, like say going to see someone else, they might not want to go, even though they have to. With podiatry, people are often really wanting to come, and they're very happy to see you. And often with podiatry as well, you can give a short treatment that gives them a lot of relief instantly. Say, like with example with ingrown toenails or something like that, you can fix that pretty quickly, and then the person, you know, is very grateful and very happy, and usually have a big smile and a lot of relief, and that's a good thing. I think that's very satisfying work to be able to help people and have them get that instant relief.
Can you share some of your highlights?
There's been a lot for me, but I suppose because I've been doing some research, and that's been very, again, satisfying for me. But I think getting out and travelling a lot is another selling point, I suppose, the potential to travel with podiatry. I've been travelling all over the world with podiatry, particularly around the research that I've been doing and presenting that to people. And I think that for me has been a real highlight. But there's been a lot. But I suppose going out and enlightening people about I think the problems, particularly in Aboriginal foot health, that I've seen, and a lot of people are unaware. I think feet are neglected a lot by all of us, and I think so. I find that very satisfying to enlighten people. People are like, wow, really? Okay, you know, and I think that's been probably a highlight. But there's been a lot.